Hello everyone, it's Matt the Optimist. Welcome back to my channel. And this month has been very chaotic this month. There's been a lot of police shootings lately. Well, a couple of them that caused a lot of issues. So, Daunte Wright was killed somewhere in Minnesota. A 13-year-old boy in my home state of Illinois in Chicago was killed by police. The Daunte Wright and the other and the 13-year-old boys killings were a bit questionable, but the 16-year-old girl one I shooting in the other area somewhere I'll have to give justification there. But right now we'll start off with Daunte Wright. I hope I don't take too long here. Now, I may not like Fox News. I have the Fox News article right here. Don't get me wrong. I am not a fan of Fox News. But this is what I'm gonna go with. Okay. It says Daunte Wright shooting ex-Minnesota police officer Kim Potter to be charged with second-degree manslaughter. Potter was arrested Wednesday morning by Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension agents. That's a new term, apprehension agents. It says here that local prosecutors in Minnesota on Wednesday are expected to charge former Brooklyn Center Police Potter with second-degree manslaughter in the death of 20-year-old Daunte Wright. As civil unrest has persisted for 3 consecutive nights, with demonstrations spilling into Minneapolis, some peaceful protests, some were riots probably, I'm guessing. Washington County Attorney Petey Orpit is expected to announce a second-degree manslaughter charge later Wednesday. Orpit did not immediately return a voicemail left by Fox News on Wednesday. The charge carries a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison, according to the Associated Press, Minnesota Star Tribune, KSTP, and Minnesota Public Radio. All reported Orpit's expected charging announcement. All right, this is getting interesting. She's being held accountable for her accidental shooting. Orpit said Tuesday that he's receiving information about the Potter case and would announce a charging decision by Wednesday, Fox 9 Minneapolis reported. While the shooting happened in Hennepin County, prosecutors referred the case to nearby Washington County. A practice county attorney in the Minneapolis area adopted last year in handling police deadly force cases, the AP reported. Now, here's the Daunte Wright shooting. Brooklyn Center Police Chief Officer resigned after 2 nights of riots in Minnesota and peaceful protests as well. I don't think every peaceful protest is a riot, but that's just me. It's pretty obvious. The incident happened just 10 miles from where Sharvin was seen in the viral bystander video pressing his knee into Floyd's neck and back on the pavement in front of the Cup Foods in Minneapolis on May 25th last year, 2020. The trial of Chauvin continues Wednesday. This is like before he was pleaded guilty for the murder of George Floyd, and good riddance. Whether he has drugs or not, overdose or not, I don't really care anymore. Potter was arrested Wednesday morning, the April 11th shooting death of Wright, Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension (BCA), which is investigating the incident and announcing via Twitter. Agents took Potter into custody at approximately 11:30 a.m. CT at the BC headquarters in St. Paul, Minnesota. Brooklyn and Center Mayor Mike Elliott used his press conference Tuesday to call on Minnesota Governor Tim Walz to transfer jurisdiction from Washington County to State Attorney in General Keith Ellison office. Both Potter, who had worked for the Brooklyn Center Police Department for 26 years, and Police Chief and Tim Gannon resigned on Tuesday. All right, this is going to be interesting. Gannon on Monday, going against the advice from the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, made the decision to release body cam footage of the fatal incident. At his press conference, the chief said he believed the female officer intended to reach for a taser, but grabbed her handgun instead of categorizing the incident as an accidental discharge. Police said officers pulled Wright over for expired tags, and most people were saying, that he was pulled over some air freshener hanging below his front mirror wrong, I'm guessing, but that's another reason. But after running his driver's license, he had a warrant for his arrest. Body camera footage shows Wright struggling with police when a female officer shouts, "I'll tase you, I'll tase you, taser, taser, taser." She draws her weapon after the man breaks free from police and gets back into the car. After firing a single shot, the car speeds away and Polly says, "Holy shit, I shot him." He accidentally shot him. I heard that she was a veteran for a couple of years in the law enforcement police force, and she couldn't tell the difference between a taser and a gun. That's incompetence right there. Now, I know that some of his criminal charges were irrelevant to his murder. I understand that he had a criminal past. That does not justify his murder. That's just me. I'm still going to bring up this crime stuff anyway because it's important. It may not be relevant to some people, and that's okay, but it is relevant to those who want to hold him accountable as well as the cop at the same time. I think they're both to blame in my book, and if you don't believe me, then that's okay. Ben Crump, a prominent civil rights attorney representing the families of Floyd and Wright, claimed in a statement released in reaction to the change decision that Potter's shooting Wright was no accident, as driving while quote-unquote black continues to result in death sentence. I highly doubt it was the black part. While we appreciate that the district attorney is pursuing justice for Daunte, no conviction can be give the Wright family their loved one back. There was no accident. This was an intentional, deliberate, and unlawful use of force. That's possible as well, due to her incompetence, I'm guessing, but I don't know if that's true or not. Driving while quote-unquote black continues to result in a death sentence. Crump Wednesday in a joint statement with co-counsel Jeff Storms and Antonio Romanucci. A 26-year-old veteran knows the difference between a taser and a firearm. Kim Poor executed Daunte for what amounts to no more than a minor traffic infraction and a misdemeanor warrant, whatever that means. The statement continued, Daunte's life, like George Floyd's life, like Eric Garner's life, like Breonna Taylor's life, like David Smith's life, meant something. I don't really care if they're black or not. But Kim Potter saw him as expendable, possibly. I don't know. I don't know if that's accurate. It's past time for meaningful change in our country. We will keep fighting for justice for Daunte, for his family, for all marginalized people of color, and we will not stop until there's meaningful policing and justice reform until we reach our goal of true equality. Why not just advocate for police reform to prevent police from initiating unjust force and violence on peaceful people who want to be left alone, who haven't committed actual crimes, regardless of their skin color? That the most marginalized in this country is the individual. Just saying. Police demonstrators face off for the third consecutive night to Tuesday, with crowds gathering again at Brooklyn Center, heavily guarded police headquarters, now ringed by concrete barriers and a tall mental face, and where police in riot gear and National Guard soldiers stood watch. About 90 minutes before 10 p.m., curfew state police announced over a loudspeaker that the gathering had been declared unlawful and ordered the crowds to disperse. I don't know why that's a thing. That quickly set off confrontations, with demonstrators launching fireworks towards the station and throwing objects at police, who launched flashbangs and gas grenades and then marched in a line of force back to the crowd. Everybody's defending themselves against each other. That's great. This is crazy. It's not really a peaceful protest anymore. It's become a riot. I mean, yeah, there are peaceful protests out there. That's fine. But if there's riots, I condemn it also. Police also ordered all media to leave the scene. On Tuesday, Crump spoke outside the Hennepin County Courthouse in Minneapolis, where fired police officer Derek Chauvin. Derek Chauvin is on trial in Floyd's death. Crump compared Wright's death after resisting to that of Floyd, who was pinned down by officers during an arrest for allegedly passing a counterfeit 20 at 95th Market last May. Is it something have to do with theft or stolen money? The counterfeit bill? Whatever. Is it stolen money? Is that why it's called a counterfeit bill? $20 bill? I don't know. Daunte was not a threat to them, Crump said. Was it the best decision? No. But young people don't always make the best decisions. As his mother said, he was scared. Yeah, I can't really seem to blame him despite his criminal past. Wright died of gunshot. Oh wait, hold on. I skipped. According to Hennepin County District documents obtained by Fox News, not a fan of Fox News, but I'm going to have to report this anyway, Wright was charged with first-degree aggravated robbery in December 2019 incident in Oseo, Maine. He was released on 100 bail. 100 100,000 bail. His bail was revoked in July because he allegedly possessed a firearm and was not keeping in touch with his probation officer. Okay, is he allowed to possess a firearm? So much for Second Amendment, I guess. Wright died of gunshot wound to the chest, according to the medical examiner. Potter reportedly was training a new officer in the field Sunday. At the time of the incident, she became president of the Brooklyn Center Police Officers Association in 2019. Has she committed excessive force in the past? I would like to know that as well. If they want to look into the criminal past of some black guy or white guy or whatever, I would love to see the officer's criminal past of excessive force as well, from a politically independent perspective. In her one-paragraph letter of resignation, Potter said, "I have loved every minute of being a police officer and serving this community to the best of my ability, but I believe it is the best interest of the community, the department, of my fellow officers that I resign immediately." And that's the end of the article, Fox News article. What I think about this article, it is a bit interesting. You know, it does have a bias for the police officer a little bit, I'm guessing. I could be wrong, though, but do I think that Daunte Wright shouldn't be committing robberies? No. Do I think he should have the right to possess a firearm? Yes. Whether the government declares it illegal or not, illegal possession is a violation of the Second Amendment. Shall not be infringed. I don't care if he has a criminal record or not. And he got pulled over, and he failed to go to court, and that's why he got the warrant. Also, from other bootlickers too. I could be wrong, but that's just what I've heard. And if there's more to the story, let me know. Does that justify the police incompetence? Do I think that he should be arrested for robbery? Yes. You should only resist arrest if you haven't harmed or threatened anybody. But if you resist arrest for committing an actual crime, then yeah, I would support the police's right to arrest you, as long as they don't kill you for no reason. You know, that's just me. Either way, it doesn't justify the Potter's incompetence due to her choosing pulling out the guns instead of the taser. All right, this is just crazy. I know that he's also a father too, for what I've heard from some leftists and and BLM identitarians. BLM has definitely exploited this tragedy as a race issue to probably justify peacefully protesting for the wrong reasons, and some of them will justify them rioting. I'm not saying that all police shootings will lead to riots, but you know, I'm virtue signaling here. I get it. We know. A lot of right-wingers will keep repeating that same thing over and over again. We get it. Riots are bad. I mean, this might be a systemic racism issue in this case. I don't know. It could be racially charged. I highly doubt it. It's not really a race issue in some cases. It's more of a power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. I mean, the whole system is messed up. Yeah. I'm sad that Daunte Wright died. I'm disappointed that he committed robbery. I'm not a fan of that. You know, I don't know why he got a warrant for an expired tag. Does that make him a criminal for an expired tag when he didn't harm or threaten anybody at the heat of the moment when he was pulled over? I mean, they're about to kidnap him for an expired tag and failing to obey to go to court. I mean, should you be forced to go to court against your will and without your consent? I don't know. You shouldn't be forced to. But if they try to kidnap you for it, I would understand why he had to resist, because he was scared of being kidnapped in those situations. But when it comes to robbery and they try to arrest you, in general, that ain't kidnapping. That's an actual arrest. They have a right to arrest you for committing an actual crime, like murder, theft, rape, which is robbery. Robbery is theft. Real victim, real crime there. So, I will plan on reporting on the Chicago 13-year-old Latina kid shooting in the future, maybe the next day. This video is probably pretty long because I had to read the article on my computer. So, what do you guys think? Do you think Fox News is accurate? Do you think I should do a CNN? Do you think I should report on CNN's article as well? But if I do, then they'll assume that I'm bending the knee to the mob, or I'm becoming far left or something. You're reading fake news or something. I mean, either way, I'm going to offend a lot of people whether I read a Fox News article or a CNN article. It makes no difference to me. So, what are your thoughts about it? Do you have any opinions on it? Do you support? Do you think that Daunte Wright deserved to die? Do you think his shooting was justified? Do you think that the cop was incompetent? You know, I mean, it's a mess. I'm probably going to report on this 13-year-old shooting late in the future, but I'm not going to make videos all the time every day. So, sorry for that. Either way, give this video a like, share this video with everyone you know, give it a dislike if you don't like it. I can't please everybody, and if I try to please everybody, I please no one. Post your opinions in the comment section down below. Try not to make me look stupid just because I have the wrong opinions. And please subscribe to my channel if you want, and if you want to press the notification bell for future content, that's fine. Either way, I'm Matthew Optimus. Peace to Frel out, and have a nice evening.